Let us begin by understanding that wealth, in its truest essence, is not about the accumulation of material possessions or the numbers in your bank account. True wealth is a state of being, a consciousness of abundance that permeates every aspect of your life. As I have always taught, your imagination is the God in man. And it is through your imagination that you can assume the state of wealth and bring it into your physical reality. Now you might ask, Neville, how do we act as if we are wealthy? How do we cultivate this consciousness of abundance? The answer, my beloved friends, lies in the understanding and application of the law of assumption. For you see, to act as if you are wealthy is not about pretending or deceiving yourself, but about assuming the natural state of abundance that is your birthright. Imagine, if you will, the wealthiest version of yourself. See this version of you moving through life with ease and confidence, free from financial worries, generously sharing your abundance, and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Feel the peace, the joy, the sense of security that this wealthy self possesses. This is not a fantasy, my dear ones, but a reality that exists in the realm of infinite possibilities. Your task is to bring this reality into your present experience through the power of assumption. As you assume the state of being wealthy, you must maintain unwavering faith in this new self-concept. Remember, faith is nothing more than loyalty to unseen realities. The wealthy version of you exists, even if your physical senses cannot yet perceive it. Your faith in this unseen reality is what will bridge the gap between your current state and your desired state of wealth. Now, let us delve deep into the practical application of acting as if you are wealthy through the law of assumption. The first step is to clearly define what wealth means to you. Perhaps financial freedom, the ability to travel the world, the power to make a difference in others' lives, or simply the peace of mind that comes with abundance. Whatever wealth means to you, define it with clarity and precision. Once you have identified your personal definition of wealth, create a vivid mental image of yourself embodying the state of wealth. See yourself confidently making financial decisions, generously giving to causes you care about, enjoying luxurious experiences, or simply living each day free from financial stress. Visualize yourself moving through the world with the ease and grace of someone who knows that abundance is their natural state. As you create these mental images, remember that you are not merely daydreaming or engaging in wishful thinking. You are, in fact, entering into the very state of consciousness that will manifest these realities in your physical experience. For consciousness is the only reality, and what you assume as true in your imagination must inevitably express itself in your outer world. Now, my dear friends, I must emphasize that this practice of assumption is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. Just as you would not expect a seed to grow into a mighty oak overnight, you must not expect instant results in your journey of embodying wealth. The key is persistence and patience. Each day, take time to enter into the state of consciousness of your wealthy self. Feel the naturalness of being this person. Experience the joy, the peace, the sense of abundance that comes with living a wealthy life. As you persist in this practice, you will find that your outer actions begin to align with this inner state. You may notice that you naturally begin to make choices that support your wealthy self-concept. You might find yourself drawn to opportunities for financial growth, feeling inspired to learn about investments, or experiencing a newfound confidence in your ability to create and manage wealth. These are not coincidences, my beloved, but the natural outward expressions of your inner assumption. Remember, the outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. As you assume the state of being wealthy, the universe must rearrange itself to match this assumption. This is the law, and the law always works. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, what about my current financial situation? What if I'm struggling with debt or limited income? To this I say, don't be discouraged by temporary circumstances. They are merely the shadows of past thinking, and they hold no power over your future unless you give them that power through your attention and belief. When you encounter financial challenges, return to your practice of assumption. Step once again into the consciousness of your wealthy self. Feel the abundance, the security, the unwavering knowing that all your needs are met and more. From this state of consciousness, you will find the inner resources to overcome any financial obstacle. Moreover, understand that true wealth is not about hoarding resources or living in excess. It is about cultivating a state of abundance that allows you to live shuddy and generously. Your wealthy self is not a mere counting coins, but a channel through which abundance flows, blessing both yourself and others. As you continue on this journey of acting as if you are wealthy, you may find that your definition of wealth itself evolves. What once seemed like unattainable luxury may transform into a natural expression of your abundant nature. This is the magic of living from the end being the state of consciousness of your ideal wealthy self. Now let us explore another crucial aspect of acting as if you are wealthy, the power of your self-talk. The words you speak to yourself, both silently and aloud, shape your self-concept and, consequently, your reality. To embody wealth, you must cultivate wealthy thinking and speaking. Begin to speak to yourself as if you were already the wealthiest version of yourself. Instead of saying, I can't afford that, affirm, I choose to allocate and resources differently. Rather than lamenting, I never have enough money, declare, I am constantly attracting wealth and abundance into my life. These are not mere positive affirmations, my dear ones. They are declarations of your true state of being, which your outer world must inevitably reflect. As you reshape your self-talk, you are literally reprogramming your subconscious mind. And it is from the subconscious that all your financial behaviors and habits spring forth. By consistently speaking to yourself as a wealthy individual, you are planting seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious, seeds that will grow into the fruits of financial abundance in your life. Remember, my beloved friends, that your every word is a decree going forth to shape your reality. Therefore, choose your words wisely. Speak of yourself and your life in terms of abundance, prosperity, and wealth. As you do so, you will find that your actions naturally begin to align with these words. Now let us address a common misconception about acting as if you are wealthy. Many believe that this practice requires spending money recklessly or pretending to have resources you don't possess. But I tell you, true wealth consciousness is not about external displays, but about an inner know of your infinite worth and the abundance that is your birthright. Think of it this way. Does a king need to constantly assert his kingship? Does a millionaire need to prove their wealth to others? No, they simply are who they are, confident in their state of being. In the same way, when you fully embody the consciousness of your wealthy self, you need not prove anything to anyone. Your wealth becomes a natural, unquestionable aspect of who you are. This is why the practice of assumption is so crucial. By consistently assuming the state of your wealthy self, you are not pretending to be wealthy, but allowing your natural state of abundance to express itself through you. As you continue on this journey of acting as if you are wealthy, you may encounter moments of doubt or uncertainty, especially when faced with financial challenges. In these moments, I urge you to return to the fundamental truth. You are not seeking to become something you are not. You are simply awakening to the wealthy being you have always been beneath the surface of limiting beliefs and circumstances. Your task is not to create wealth, but to uncover and express the abundance that is inherent in your divine nature. For you are made in the image of God, and God is the very embodiment of infinite abundance and prosperity. Now let us explore the role of imagination in acting as if you are wealthy. Your imagination is not merely a tool for idle fantasy, but the very workshop in which you forge Ganta reality. Use your imagination deliberately and consistently to reinforce your wealthy self-concept. Each night as you lay down to sleep, imagine a scene that implies you are living as your wealthy self. Perhaps you see of making a significant charitable donation, or you feel the satisfaction of achieving a major financial goal. Make this imaginal scene as vivid and real as possible. Engage all your senses. Feel the emotions associated with this expression of wealth. As you fall asleep in this state, you are impressing your subconscious mind with the reality of your wealthy nature. And it is from the subconscious that all change begins. Your subconscious mind, impressed with new self-concept, will work tirelessly through the night to align your outer world with this inner truth. Remember, it is not a period of inactivity, but a time when your subconscious mind is most receptive to new impressions. By falling asleep in the consciousness of your wealthy self, you are planting seeds that will bear fruit in your waking life. As you awaken each morning, take a moment to recall and re-enter the state of consciousness of your wealthy self before you begin your day. Feel the confidence, the sense of security, the joy that comes with being this version of you. From this type of consciousness, you will naturally make choices and take actions aligned with your wealthy nature throughout the day. Now, my dear friends, I want to address a question that may be arising in the debate. What about hard work and effort? Isn't wealth about earning and saving? To this I say, true wealth transcends the traditional concepts of earning and saving. When you operate from the state of being your wealthy self, opportunities for financial growth naturally present themselves. And wise financial decisions flow effortlessly from your state of abundance consciousness. Think of it this way: does a tree need to strain to produce fruit? Does the sun need to exert effort to shine? No, these are natural expressions of their essential nature. In the same way, when you fully embody the consciousness of yourself, financial abundance becomes unsolved. This is not to say that you will never take action or make efforts towards your financial goals. But when these actions spring from a state of abundance consciousness, they feel joyful and inspired rather than burdensome or driven by fear of lack. As you continue to act as if you are wealthy through the law of assumption, you may notice changes not only in your financial situation, but in your entire perception of the world. You may find that opportunities for financial growth seem to present themselves more frequently. You may notice that people respond to you differently, perhaps with respect or a desire to collaborate on profit or borrow. These changes are not coincidences, my beloved. They are the natural result of your shifted state of consciousness. As you assume the state of being wealthy, the entire universe must rearrange itself to match this assumption. This is the power you wield as a creative being made in the image of God. Let us delve into another crucial aspect of acting as if you are wealthy, the power of your emotional state. So emotions are the fuel that powers your assumptions and manifestations. To embody lasting wealth, you must cultivate the emotional state associated with being a wealthy individual. What does it feel like to be wealthy? Perhaps you feel a sense of security, of freedom, of expansiveness. Maybe you experience a deep sense of gratitude, knowing that you have more than enough to meet your needs and desires. Whatever these feelings are for you, begin to cultivate them deliberately. Throughout your day, Take moments to check in with your emotional state. If you find yourself feeling anxious about money, worried about bills, or envious of others' wealth, pause and consciously shift into the emotional state of your wealthy self. Feel the abundance, the security, the joy that this version of you embodies. Remember, your emotional state is not dependent on your external circumstances. It is a choice you make moment by moment. By consistently choosing the emotional state of your wealthy self, you are reinforcing this state of being and making it your new normal. As you master the art of assuming the emotional state of your wealthy self, you will find that abundant thoughts and actions flow naturally from this state. You won't need to force yourself to make wise financial decisions or resist impulses of lack. The right choices will feel natural and effortless because they align with your assumed state of being. Now, my dear friends, I want to address a common concern that arises on the journey of embodying wealth. Many of you may worry about maintaining this state of wealth consciousness in the face of financial setbacks or unexpected expenses. But I tell you this, true wealth consciousness is not about the absence of financial challenges, but about your response to them. If you find yourself slipping into old patterns of lack-based thinking when faced with a financial hurdle, do not despair. Do not judge or criticize yourself. Simply observe without emotion, and then gently return to the state of consciousness of your wealthy self. Remember, every moment is a new opportunity to choose again, to reassume the state of being you desire. In fact, these moments of apparent financial stress are not setbacks at all, but opportunities for growth and deepening of your wealth consciousness. They allow you to practice returning to your desired state, strengthening your ability to maintain this state in the face of challenges. As you continue on this journey of acting as if you are wealthy, you may find that your entire concept of money begins to shift. The wealthy individual understands that money is not a limited resource to be hoarded, but a flow of energy that responds to consciousness. When you are fully aligned with your wealthy self, you may notice that money comes to you in unexpected ways. Opportunities for income may arise from surprising sources. This is not because the nature of money itself has changed, but because your relationship with money has transformed through your shifted state of consciousness. Moreover, the truly wealthy individual understands that wealth is not just about accumulation, but about circulation. As you embody wealth consciousness, you may find yourself inspired to give generously, to invest in others, to use your resources in ways that create value and abundance for all. This circulation of wealth not only blesses others, but also reinforces your own state of abundance. Now, as we near the conclusion of our exploration of acting as if you are wealthy, I want to remind you of a fundamental truth. The outer world is yourself pushed out. As you embody wealth within, you will find that your external circumstances naturally align to support your wealthy nature. You might notice that your environment begins to reflect your inner abundance. Opportunities for financial growth may seem to multiply. People may be drawn to your newfound sense of prosperity and seek to engage with you in mutually beneficial ways. These changes are not coincidences, my beloved. They are the natural outpicturing of your inner state. As within, so without. As you continue to assume the state of being wealthy, watch in wonder as your outer world transforms to match the inner reality. Remember, my dear friends, that this journey of acting as if you are wealthy is not about becoming something you are not. It is about awakening to the abundant being. You have always been beneath the surface of fleece of limiting beliefs and financial circumstances. You are not creating wealth, but uncovering and expressing the wealth that is inherent in your divine nature. As we conclude our time together, I urge you to go forth and apply these principles in your daily life. Assume the state of being your wealthiest self. Feel it, live it, breathe it. Let every thought, word, and action spring from this state of being. Know that as you do this, you are not only transforming your own life, but contributing to the elevation of all humanity. For as you express your wealthy nature, you inspire others to do the same. You become a living testament to the power of assumption and the law of consciousness. My beloved friends, you have within you all that you need to embody true wealth. You are the operant power, the God in man. Go forth and express it in your life. Live from the end, embodying the wealthy being you desire to be. And remember, no matter what appearances may suggest, hold fast to your assumption. For your assumption, if persisted in, will harden into fact. The wealthy life you imagine is not a distant possibility, but a present reality waiting to be claimed. In closing, I want to emphasize that acting as if you are wealthy is not about arrogance or superiority. True wealth brings with it a deep sense of humility and gratitude. As you embody your wealthy self, cultivate a spirit of thankfulness for all that you have and all that is coming to you. Begin each day with a heart full of gratitude. Give thanks for the abundance that surrounds you, even if it's not yet visible to your physical eyes. Thank the universe for the wealth that is flowing to you, for the opportunities that are unfolding, for the prosperity that is your natural state. This attitude of gratitude is not merely a nice sentiment. It is a powerful force that aligns you even more fully with the state of wealth you are assuming. For in giving thanks for what you have, you open yourself to receive even more. As you move through your day, look for evidence of wealth and abundance all around you. Appreciate the beauty of nature, the kindness of strangers, the opportunities for growth and learning that surround you. These too are forms of wealth, often overlooked but infinitely valuable. Remember, my dear ones, that wealth is not just about money. It encompasses richness in all areas of life, in relationships, in health, in experiences, in personal growth. As you act as if you are wealthy, allow this sense of abundance to permeate every aspect of your being. You see yourself as a conduit for wealth and abundance, not just for yourself, but for all those around you. Visualize wealth flowing through you, blessing your life and the lives of others. For true wealth is not diminished by sharing, rather it multiplies. As you interact with others, do so from your state of wealth consciousness. Treat everyone with kindness and respect, regardless of their apparent financial status. For in the realm of true wealth, all are equal, all are deserving of abundance. If you encounter those who seem to be struggling financially, do not pity them or see them as less fortunate. Instead, see the divine abundance within them waiting to be awakened. Your recognition of their inherent wealth can be a powerful catalyst for their own transformation. In your business dealings and financial transactions, operate from a place of integrity and abundance. Know that there is more than enough for everyone. Avoid the temptation to engage in scarcity-based thinking or unfair practices. True wealth consciousness knows that prosperity comes from creating value, not from taking advantage of others. As you make financial decisions, do so from the perspective of your wealthy self. Ask yourself, what would my wealthy self do in this situation? This doesn't mean being reckless or extravagant, but rather making choices aligned with your highest good and your state of abundance. If you find yourself hesitating to invest in yourself or your dreams, remember that your wealthy self knows the value of strategic investment. Whether it's education, experiences, or opportunities for growth, your wealthy self understands that these are not expenses, but investments in your continued prosperity. As you go about your daily life, pay attention to the quality of your thoughts and feelings about money and wealth. If you notice negative or limiting beliefs arising, gently but firmly replace them with thoughts aligned with your wealthy self. Remember, your thoughts are the seeds of your future reality. Practice speaking about money and wealth in positive, abundant terms instead of saying, I can't afford that, say, that's not a priority for me right now. Instead of complaining about bills, express gratitude for the services and goods you've received. Your words have power. Use them to reinforce your state of wealth. In your interactions with money, treat it with respect but not reverence. Your wealthy self knows that money is a tool, a means to an end, not an end in itself. Handle your money with care, but don't be overly attached to it. Trust in the flow of abundance. As you embody your wealthy self, you may find yourself drawn to learn more about financial management, investing, and wealth creation. Embrace this desire for knowledge. Your wealthy self understands the value of financial literacy and continual learning. Remember, acting as if you are wealthy doesn't mean pretending to have material possessions you don't yet have. It's about embodying the state of consciousness of a wealthy individual. This state is characterized by confidence, peace, generosity, and a knowing that all your needs are abundantly met. As you persist in this practice, you may start to notice synchronicities and coincidences. That's the ultimate, it's your new state of being. Perhaps unexpected opportunities arise, or you meet just the right person at just the right time. Welcome these occurrences as confirmation of your engagement with wealth consciousness. If you find yourself in environments or situations that seem to contradict your assumed state of wealth, do not let them shake your conviction. Instead, see them as opportunities to strengthen your assumption. Your wealthy self can move through any circumstance with grace and confidence, knowing that true wealth comes from within. In moments of doubt or fear about your financial future, return to the present moment. Your wealthy self knows that abundance is always available now. By fully occupying and appreciating the present, you open yourself to the infinite possibilities for wealth that exist in each moment. As you continue to act as if you are wealthy, you may find that your desires and goals evolve. What once seemed like the pinnacle of wealth may now feel easily attainable. Allow your vision of wealth to expand. Your wealthy self knows that there are no limits to abundance. Remember, my dear friends, that this practice of acting as if you are wealthy is not about reaching a final destination. It's about embodying a state of being, a way of moving through the world. There is always room for growth, always new levels of abundance to explore. As you embody your wealthy self, you become a beacon of abundance for others. Without saying a word, your energy and presence inspire those around you to consider new possibilities for themselves. In this way, your personal transformation becomes a gift to the world. Finally, my beloved, know that in assuming the state of wealth, you are aligning yourself with your true nature. For you are, in essence, a being of infinite abundance. You are an expression of the divine which knows no lack or limitation. Go forth then and live from this truth. Act as if you are wealthy, not as a pretense, but as an expression of your deepest, most authentic self. For in doing so, you not only transform your own life, but contribute to the elevation of consciousness of all humanity. Remember, the wealthy life you seek is not in some distant future. It is here now waiting for you to step into it. Through your assumption, through your unwavering faith, you bring it into manifestation. May your journey be filled with joy, abundance, and the ever-unfolding realization of your infinite worth. Until we meet again, remember, you are the author of your life story. Write it with wealth, with purpose, with love. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of acting as if you are wealthy. May your path be blessed with endless prosperity and abundance. Good night and God bless you all.